Good morning! Today we build a giant tavern on top of the plateau. Welcome back to MorningCraft, and let's begin. So we're back on top of the plateau after completing our two new fortresses. And we're going to be building a beautiful tavern in this piece of land belonging to the Innings family. You can see me here laying out a wooden frame for the building using oak logs and then building up the entranceway before laying out a bit more of the frame. This is a very big frame, but it's mostly going to comprise of balconies, so it's not actually going to be as big as it looks right now. I then completed these 5x5 sections, building up each floor. And honestly, I'm really pleased with how this build turned out. But as the sun sets and we complete the frame for the first floor, let's skip along to a story segment.
Gentlemen, I have summoned you on an urgent matter. The swordfish has returned today without Admiral Bloodroot. Some say he fell from the ship, drunk in the night. Some say there may have been an Alufian spy at play.
Cease your squabbling. Can't you see the king has lost a dear friend today? My king. I cannot bear the thought of your incredible kingdom without the great admiral to protect it. The second in command, Iridin, is a faithful man. I hear him in the cathedral regularly hoping for Mornington's success. He is a natural choice and deeply loyal to you.
Iridin it is. May the dawn shine on us all.
Listen to me, wretch. I put you here. I own you. You will take the fleet to Thaldrim this instant, so I may put down enemies of my king and be there to see the progress of my monks nearby. You fool, Iridin. Happily you run to serve your king. But my king is far more glorious than your honorable chapman.
Okay, we're back to the build and it's time to get to work on the second floor and a bunch of balconies. You can see I've left a section of frame without the second floor, and we're going to have a balcony there on the right hand side. We're then going to have an extra wing on the left hand side, creating even more balconies, and then a large main section, which is going to have like a pretty cool like mezzanine in it. But then a third floor on top, and you can see that main section formed there. So we have a rough frame with two balconies. And so I laid down a couple blocks to help me put in the roof. This one took a while to get all the deep slate. If you're enjoying the video, why not drop a like, subscribe, or share with a friend? Mining deep slate isn't exactly the most fun thing you can do, but I really like the shade of it for this build. And you can see me here building up the roof of the main area and the sort of two wings off to the side. And this angle's pretty good for showing you where our balconies are going to be. Here you can see me putting in the beginnings of our third floor. And then I put a roof on this as well. This build is pretty material expensive, but it's definitely worth it for the end result. I really liked the sort of extra roof we did on the main hearth and on the church as well. So I've copied this again for this build. And then you can see me here laying out the balconies. We've got this upper balcony here, and then I'm filling in the walls with some diorite. I would have preferred calcite, but that stuff's hard to get. And then I added in a bunch of oak slabs as flooring before continuing on with the diorite. I did mess around with the time of day settings a little bit, just to make sure it was a good shot. Ended up ruining it because I changed the time too much. You can see me adding a staircase from the balcony down into the garden. But what I really like is the sort of contrast you get between the diorite and the deep slate. And then you have the sort of spruce and sort of bark of the oak logs, sort of really bringing those two quite separate colours together. But if you want to see the final tavern, well, you're going to have to stick around to the end of the episode. Put on a few lanterns, but there's a whole bunch more detailing to come.
I have sailed these seas for you, Amélie. I thought you were gone forever, a single wave lost in the ripple of the ocean. But now, as we have touched this Silphiran soil, I can feel you are close. I would go to the end of the oceans for you, but I swore since I lost you, I would never touch land. But you are not lost. You're just one step on land away.
The great lander stone stepping on... stone.
Oh, Solara, how good it is to see you. My love has made me bitter and volatile, but she is here. She truly is. I can feel it. All I've done, I can never make right, but I hope you can understand. I hear your queen now, a truly magical turn of events from evil dragon summoner to elegance and grace. Perhaps you really can understand the old pirate king.
Well, you look and smell terrible, but you seem changed and hopeful for once. The king has asked me to ensure we're still safe back on the Vireldan mainland. Is this the case?
I do probably need to bathe, but good queen, my reputation alone could defend that shore. That being said, after every loss, I have my men go and take pot shots at Aluffian harbours for fun. They really do enjoy it. Great way to let off some steam. We've been losing pretty much every battle, so if the Aluffians even have a single working dock, I'd quite frankly eat my eye patch. The Pirate King doesn't renege on promises, except the whole land thing. But that was sort of a misunderstanding. Love of my life dying and all. I think she won't mind though. Best part is, I'll know soon enough when I see her.
I see you're saving your usual poetry for her. Every time I gaze upon a rising sun, I will be hoping for you to have the most amazing reunion.
Oh, the sun. It's gotten me through every single one of these hard days at sea. It's the only interesting thing on the horizon. That dog was really onto something. All that hope stuff.
He really was. Go and get her lander. I have some old friends to assist with an odd priest.
And here it is, the finished tavern sitting beautifully on the top of the plateau. There's still a few changes to make, but this one is so big that it overshadows the sort of hearth we have there. And it's also got this beautiful garden area. When we get some tables and chairs, I could definitely see myself being here. We've got this lower balcony and then an upper balcony. Both great places to have a drink and enjoy the view. And here's another shot of the building with a few more details. You can see I added some extra supports along the wooden beams and a sort of porch on the front. But if you have one too many, you can always take the elevator back down to the centre of the vale. Just make sure not to fall off. William does that quite a lot, and it's known to cause a few problems for the village. But here we have it, the new tavern with its smoking chimney. But not all are going to enjoy this noisy establishment. It's not too far from the gallows, and they certainly won't like it. But with the grain missing from the silo, at least the villagers can enjoy a liquid lunch. And there we have it, another episode. We've caught up with the Pirate King Landerstone, and we even had time to build a pretty cool tavern. Let me know what you think we should call it in the comments down below.